Charles.
There's a part of me that I just want to sit this one out. I kind of want to sit it out, but I'm going to do my job, and I won't. Harvey and I have a very strong disagreement about what we're about to show you. So, there is a woman here in Southern California who believes that she captured the sighting of an alien mothership.
She didn't say an alien mothership. Come on. She said it was an unidentified flying object.
Okay, and it is definitely an unidentified object. Upon that, we agree. And that's about all we agree on. So, but I will say, Harvey and the Weekend crew put in a lot of time.
A lot of time.
So we want to present it to you. This is what the woman saw. She said she was driving on the 101 here in LA and saw this circular disc sort of object in the sky.
And so she took 3 consecutive pictures in short and very close together. And you see movement of this thing. And so we spent time on Saturday with Kurumi and our art department and Fabian, who was our writer, and we were spending a lot of time trying to figure out, can we recreate this? Was this just a Photoshop? We couldn't do it. And Kurumi spent a lot of time on this, and she couldn't do it.
So there you go, Charles. This is proof of the existence of aliens. I don't really see a flaw in the logic.
Proof of the existence, Derek. Did not say proof of the existence of aliens.
Charles, maybe you didn't hear. Kurumi tried to Photoshop it for a couple hours, and
to try and be serious about this, we posted this photo. It did get a lot of attention. A lot of people looked at this and were puzzled at what it was in the sky. We haven't heard any reports of any launches. We do have in Southern California rocket launches.
Vandenberg, but that's not the path of Vandenberg.
Right, but nobody, no agencies reporting that they had any launches. So there are some questions. Now, there is another theory as to what this is. And Harvey, why don't you be honest about this?
Because I was going to be honest.
Very good theory.
Well, I got a call from a friend, and she said, I think this might be, if you look at the red light, it could be from the dashboard. I don't know about that. You're looking at the clouds,
So the point being that this reflection, the white object and the red dot, are reflections off of the person who took the photo. It's a reflection from their dashboard.
Well, a reflection of what, Charles?
I don't know. Could be anything on the dashboard. The light hits it the right way.
Why did it move from shot to shot?
Because if the car is moving, it would be in a different spot on the windshield.
I agree. The movement seems to be the woman zipping down the 101, right?
She's driving down the highway.
When you drive in your car, the trees look like they're moving too. Yeah.
Any other brilliant questions you got?
My name is Terry Shropshire from Atlanta, and I don't know who was recording that alleged UFO, whether it's Will Smith or Jeff Goldblum, but all I know is that as a former cop in the United States Air Force at Edwards Air Force Base, about 90 miles north of Los Angeles, where we guarded the U-2 spy plane as well as the space shuttle used to land, I saw some weird stuff in the skies at night in that vast, desolate desert. So this could be some type of maneuver from a nearby base, and also Area 51 is next door in Nevada. So. But I'm not going to, dismiss what that man saw. But all I know is I saw some strange stuff at Edwards Air Force Base when I was in the military.
Okay, first of all, let me say, as a fellow member of the Air Force or the Air National Guard, I was stationed, by the way, at the Van Nuys Airport. I not only embrace what you just said, but I'm sending you a TMZ T-shirt. Because I like that you have an open mind.
Yeah, no, I have an open mind. There are definitely strange things you see out in the desert. This was over Thousand Oaks, so not really the same thing. But
anyway, enjoy the T-shirt.
Officials from the Federal Aviation Administration say there were no aircraft incidents or accidents in this area Tuesday night, but multiple witnesses report seeing a large blue object fall out of the sky and into the ocean.
Something is in the sky. What is that?
This video was taken by Misitina Sape at 8:26 Tuesday night near Haleakala Avenue in Nanakuli. Not long after, a woman named Mariah spotted the same thing passing over Princess Kahanu Estates.
I look up, and then I was like, oh, started calling my husband in because we was all in the garage. I was like, hey, look up there. See what I see. They all said, yeah.
The 38-year-old says she's never really been a believer in UFOs, but the bright blue object had them so intrigued, they jumped in the car and started following it.
I don't know what it was. This one was going so fast.
The journey ended less than 3 miles from where it began, on Farrington Highway in front of the Board of Water Supply building, after the object appeared to drop into the ocean.
Oh, the going land in the water, whatever it is.
She described it as being larger than a telephone pole and says she never heard it make any sound.
We called 911 if I have like one cop or somebody for come out and come check them out.
While officers were on scene, she says they spotted a second light.
My husband went look up and he seen the white one coming. The white one was smaller, was coming in the same direction as the blue one.
They lost sight of the object after it passed over a nearby mountain. This morning, we asked Honolulu police if investigators figured out what fell in the water. A spokesperson told us they didn't have any information. Meanwhile, officials from the FAA said they received a report from police Tuesday night about a possible plane down in the area, but had no aircraft disappear off radars and no reports of overdue or missing aircraft.
Right, that's like a UFO ball.
Although Mariah's had a couple days to think about it, she says she's still baffled by what she saw.
To this day, I don't know. If you guys can find out what it was, I'll let you know, you know what I mean?
Allison Blair, Hawaii News Now.
So 2020 has hit us with a lot of stuff. It's not even July, but, you know, from the giant killer hornets that are coming to, you know, there's just locusts everywhere and the pandemic. I mean, what is coming next is the real question. Well, we think we have a viral video, which was released from Miami, which explains a lot. It shows that it might be UFOs. No word on what these lights in the sky actually are yet, but a Senate Intelligence Committee is calling on the Pentagon to release the UFO reports that they're sitting on. Those damned people. Megan, do they need to release this right now?
Yeah, obviously. I may have seen this video on Twitter at about midnight the night before last, and I may have texted it to Sunny asking if we were being invaded. That may have happened. And she said, I'm ready. And so I feel like if this planet is going to continue on this path, Sunny and I are ready to go to the next planet. I'm fine to start a new colony where there's no coronavirus and no Trump, and we can start over, because we have screwed things up on this one as much as possible. But it legitimately scared me, I will say, because it was all over Twitter, and I was like, what is this? It would be like 2020 to have us being invaded.
A strange sight in the sky last night over Oahu caught the attention of many people. Howard Deshefsky joins us with more. Howard?
Joe, that's the question. What was it? What did people see? We did receive a lot of reports via our reported feature on our website. A lot of viewers wondering what those lights were over West Oahu. Check out this video from one of our viewers, Mash Hatai. He said he woke up at about 2:30 this morning, get a drink of water, and this is what he saw in the sky. Certainly caught his eye. He took the video from Kaka'ako and thinks the lights were over Central or West Oahu. Hard to tell from his vantage point. As you can see, the two bright lights, and then slowly a third light appears. Hatai believes he saw about 8 to 10 of the lights total. He says he believes, at least he thinks, they're probably flares.
It looks like flares. Definitely could have been taken as something more mysterious. But yeah, it's definitely probably just flares, military flares. Definitely really unusual to see. They were super bright. I guess I couldn't really get the full gist of it with my camera since it was so far away, but it was really, really bright. I mean, I looked out my lanai and it was literally the first thing I saw.
Now, we did check today with the FAA whether they received any reports. They did not. We also checked with the Hawaii Air National Guard, the U.S. Army, Schofield Barracks. In the past, when we've received reports about similar lights, it did wind up being due to military training. We're still waiting to hear exactly what those lights are. When we do, we'll let you know. Joe?
In the language of the U.S. Department of Defense, these are unidentified aerial phenomena, videos which add fuel to the belief of some that we are not alone. The first incident was filmed off the California coast in 2004, an oval shape hovering, and in the words of the Navy pilot who recorded this, not behaving by the normal laws of physics.
Oh, that's them, is it? It's not on us, dude. Well, if there's another thing, have a look on the
In 2015, pilots flying off the east coast of America spotted this.
They're all going against the wind. The wind's 120 knots from the west. Look at that thing, dude.
Again, its speed and movement apparently astounding experienced air crew.
That is on us, dude. Well, if there's another thing, it's rotating.
That same year, racing across the surface of the ocean, something that it took some skill to capture. All of these videos have been leaked in the past, but the US government now confirms they are genuine. In a statement, the Department of Defense said it was releasing the videos in order to clear up any misconceptions by the public on whether or not the footage that's been circulating was real or whether or not there is more to the videos. The aerial phenomena observed in these videos, they say, remain characterized as unidentified. Those who've actually been to space are skeptical about what the videos reveal.
These objects are probably some kind of secret military program, and what these pilots saw were real. They saw them, and they filmed and photographed them. And the Pentagon, I'm assuming, declassified them because there was a lot of speculation going out there. They had already been leaked, so why not come out and say, okay, these films are genuine, they do exist, but we don't know what they are.
Of course, the US has a long history of reported UFO sightings. This image, captured by a couple in Oregon in 1950, regarded as one of the most significant. They were certain this was a UFO. And the Nevada desert continues to attract those who believe, seriously or not, that Area 51 houses crashed alien spacecraft and their occupants. With the world gripped by more earthbound concerns right now, these videos will, for many, confirm what they've always believed, that the truth is out there. Greg Milam, Sky News, Los Angeles.